And Tsuyoi.
And we're back. An extra tale. So, yeah, the very little notes of, like, what to do around here. But still, like, you know, just go on, talk to everybody, because everybody should have something new to say every day.
Hey, what you got now? I think Mato's up to something. I saw him skulking around his desk. He stands out so badly that no matter how furtive he tries to be, his actions are easy to see. Stop trying to rhyme. Hey, you're not dead yet. Why not? Just now I heard Shinji cackling to himself, saying something like, "I've got it!" He said that before.
Huh.
Finally, phew, I finally got my triggers. How about you, boss? Oh, I see, you and Shinji are pitted against each other. That's kind of rough.
I didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Bring up the menu. There your triggers are, right there. Big old bright and yellow. Let you know you have both of them.
I see.
Oh, well, let's go see what Saber has to say about the situation and stuff. Is she still all like, I have nothing to talk about?
Good job, Master. You're so good at everything. I love you. Yeah, she don't want to talk to me.
I still don't feel like talking. Leave the room.
Fine, leave me. Leave me, Master. Tell me what to do.
And just requisition all the students, I think. Is that the word? Well, hey, what about...
I'm going to talk to them, but I have something I want to take care of.
Okay.
I want to buy some stuff.
Oh. Nice, since now you know what it's like to try to go through a dungeon.
Yeah. These can be quite helpful, these ether shards.
Like. Oh. Okay.
There, now I have 50. How many of these do I have? I want to get like... That's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Still the same clothing, so nothing. Oh wait, do you have your set up the way you want as far as normal clothing goes?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Now you have the Saint's monocle and a Phoenix scarf.
Oh yeah, screw this.
So Exorcist blade.
Yeah.
Hey, and Phoenix scarf.
Oh, this casts heal, so yeah, I'm keeping that.
Okay, so something to stun the enemy and something. Might as well talk to everybody that's down here while you're here.
Oh, do you have any formula? You can buy some here, but try searching the arena first. Okay. Both ether powder and ether shard will heal your servant's wounds. Yeah, I highly advise that you keep some around just in case things go south on you.
Okay, so...
You must really scare Mato. Hacking the arena is a good way to incite the wrath of Serafa. If Serafa finds out what he did, the penalty he received will be severe. Well, how would it not know? I was doing research on my honey's opponent when I realized I knew nothing about my own. Fortunately, my servant's pretty powerful, so I'll be alright for now, but later on. Thanks to my wonderful darling, I got a bunch of information on my opponent. I didn't do anything, but he somehow found out the true name of my opponent's servant. I know you're jealous. Who knows, maybe someday you'll find someone as wonderful as my darling. One of you is going to have to kill the other at the very end if you both make it. Neither of you are going to make it. One of you is not going to make it out of this alive. I don't think either of you realize this. Both of you entering this thing at the same time was the stupidest thing you could have possibly done.
Yeah, well...
This is only going to end in tragedy.
All things in time.
And no one's pointed this out to them either.
For some reason, I'm just like imagining like these two jocks or something. You guys are idiots. You're gonna have to kill each other because, you know, this is like survival of the fittest. Ain't that right, bro? Yeah, bro. You know, just totally missing the irony of the situation.
Shit, she's running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I get it. Tomorrow's a big day. Is it? I have 2 days remaining.
Yeah, like tomorrow would be like the day before like the last. I believe.
There goes Shinji running around again. You'd almost think he was working hard. Obviously the Holy Grail doesn't exist, but aren't you curious how far you can get into war? I trained for this. I won't lose. Well, what do you think you're getting out of this? Like, what do you think the prize is then?
I don't know. I get this feeling that a lot of them are treating this as just some super advanced game.
They think they could die in.
That
maybe
no,
they don't even
like
think
they don't probably think that they when they lose they die. Just that when they lose their account gets deleted or something.
Oh Jesus! You and I may fight at some point. It's stupid for us to talk. Well, maybe we could talk about how we could fight honorably, and then I can kick you in the groin. Isn't Leo just a prince? Yeah, as in literal royalty. He's, the son of the Harway royal family. He and Shinji are both princes of their domain, or think they are. Oh man, everyone's out of here. What? About the Golden Hind.
Ah yes, that name you found out.
A 16th century English galleon. Originally called a Pelican, the ship's name was changed to reflect the crest of its chief benefactor. Many accounts place it at the location of a number of raids against Spanish shipping interests. Neat. The locations of the triggers known as cipher keys are intuitive. Namely, the primary triggers on the first floor and secondary triggers on the second floor. Who would have guessed? So the first cipher key is on the first floor, etc.
Is that new?
Nah, I don't know. I made gathering my triggers my top priority, since you can't even enter the Coliseum without them. That's smart.
Alright, well then, what about the reception lady up front? Is it?
In order to survive the Holy Grail War, you need to save out and monitor your information matrix. The prep period ends tomorrow, so good luck. May the Holy Grail continue to illuminate your path.
Huh, I guess that is new.
Yeah.
Books all seem to be the same.
Yep.
Okay, so
third floor? Yes.
Yeah, okay, third floor. So anyways, were we saying something last time? It's like, I talked about the potential for Hitler, talked about the sources of the Holy Grail War, and all that kind of stuff, and you were going on about Jeff. And why do you think Jeff would make a good servant?
I was just thinking, like, look at, all the things that Jack the Ripper can do. And I was like, well, Jeff can appear, like, like when you're by your bedside, you're at your most vulnerable. So, be a good place to kill someone.
Okay, but it really just seems like any assassin could pull that off.
I know, I guess it'd be more like, if you're on your, at bed, that, like, maybe he can, like, he has an increased chance of getting to a master, like, no matter their, defensives. Because I don't know how Jeff keeps breaking into people's houses, like, he's just some teenage punk. I don't know how he has any experience breaking into houses.
Oh, don't forget the front.
Yeah. And he always somehow gets into your bedroom without, like, alerting you somehow. So he can stealthily and silently break into people's houses.
Huh. Yeah, that actually reminds me of a picture I wanted to commission at Artist Alley once.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it'd be a picture of, like, a simple bedroom, like, there's a window, like, right across from the bed, and the corner of the room would be, like, a TV.
Ah, yes.
And, like, what it would be is that, like, from the window, you could see the silhouette of Slender Man. Oh, go visit the nurse's office.
Ah, yes. Even though that once per round. So, I'm not gonna get anything out of that. Shinji, I saw him looking around the nurse's office earlier. I wonder what he's up to. Well, I guess there will be something. I wonder what Shinji's doing in the nurse's office. He seems kind of panicky. Twitchy? Who's Twitchy? Hey, Sakura. I'm sorry, healing supplies cannot be handed out. Please come back next week. You sure?
That's weird. Why is it that... Oh! Oh, right. Okay, well, the only thing left to check would be, like, around the church. You did get 3 points. Would you like to allocate those now?
Absolutely.
Right. Still plan on putting them in defense? Or are you going to place them somewhere else?
Defense. Oh, wait. Okay, let me check. I just want to check some stuff. Okay, just check and see what would happen.
Right, but don't accomplish anything upgrade.
I'm sure those points still matter.
Yeah, it'd probably add up. But the one thing that I was talking about... oh yeah, this picture I wanted to commission. So yeah, just make your way towards the arena.
Okay.
And it was like, yeah, like, this was obviously from the perspective of the person who's lying down in bed. but they would see like at the in the window would be the silhouette of Slenderman.
Ooh.
Like to their left, near the bed of the feet, would be the rake, just like clawing like lightly at the beds of the sheets. To your right would be Jeff, but he's not looking at you telling him to go back to sleep. He's like looking at the TV screen, which is like all staticky and stuff, and there's like a word bubble saying, "Oh, this is my favorite episode of Candle Cove." Just like one picture that just like brought in like a whole bunch of creepypastas to where it's totally possible if all these things exist, this could all just happen all at once. Candle Cove, Jeff, Greg, Slenderman.
Thought you were gonna go with the ring girl.
No, try to keep the theme and all that.
The moment I tried to enter the arena, it felt like I was ran into a wall and flung backwards. It seems someone put up a barrier. What an asshat! It appears someone is afraid of a fair fight. It can only be one person. Wouldn't that be blocking everybody and not just me?
Possibly.
Hey there, looks like you've been hitting the arena pretty hard. Toughen up yet? I was bored, so I decided to set a few surprises here and there. My bad. I'm actually doing bottom-feeding masters like Boss a favor. The arena is a dangerous place. Why are you talking about me in the third person? I'm right here. You should be saying you, not my name. But if you must enter the arena, you'll need to track down the 2 magic sigils I set. However, once you make it into the arena, I'll crush you like a cockroach. Show up if you dare. See you later. Oh, and where are the magic sigils, you ask? Find them yourself, loser. And then he disappeared into the ether. I'd give anything to be able to eviscerate that son of a bitch. Sadly, the rules won't allow it. It looks like the door is sealed, but it's actually an anomaly in the area's programming code. The sigils are like tributaries, feeding a river. Unless we block the flow, the seal will remain. Praetor, arduous though it may be, we must find the 2 locations where you place those sigils. I'm sure there'll be giant floating question marks above them. Don't worry about it.
Well,
I guess I can save.
I feel I've already revealed where one of them is. Oh, 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right. And if you remember...
Oh, wait, you said 2 seals?
Yeah, there's 2.
Okay.
Oh, you already figure where one of them is?
Yeah.
Let's figure that out.
I remember the first conversation I had. One of the sigils used to mean the barrier has been deleted. Deleted, huh? Just tore it off? That's one down. We need to find the other magic sigil. Let's check where he's been skulking. Skulking. Master, have you been taking advantage of the square? Pressing it will bring up a list of places you can instantly travel to. I'm sure you'll find this information useful. I think you owe me a word of thanks. Thank you, Saber. I didn't know that was a thing. That's weird.
Yeah, no, it pisses me off.
Hey, you just appeared. He used some kind of trick to seal off the arena? Man, Shinji must be getting desperate. I understand, though. In the Holy Grail War, the penalty for failure is death. Yeah, that's fair. I'd be as much of a little tricky asshat as I could be. I mean, I did suggest putting set-timed explosives on the hallway to kill off half the Masters first day. And I would so do that if I were in the Grail War, because I don't want to die. That would be easily tear-offable by anyone trying to go to the nurse's office. That is the worst place to put that. You should have put it under one of the beds. You were not even trying, Shinji. We found the second one. Enough of these stupid games. Let's hurry to the arena. I will make our foes suffer for the unforgivable sin of annoying me. This migraine ain't gonna get rid of itself.
Talk to everyone. Not everyone, but talk to a few people. Oh, okay. So it was just that one guy with the one new thing.
Yeah, he was the only one that seemed new.
Okay. Well, I don't have any other particular notes about this day, so it would just be. Oh, wait a second. Do I?
Do you?
Let's see.
Oh.
Office.
Huh, they got here faster than I expected. But all that means is they didn't collect much treasure.
Oh, shoot.
Treasure?
It's a good thing you saved. Yeah, you're gonna want to load up your old save, because I doubt a certain scene would trigger, because he just went to the arena.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you do the quick thing?
No.
So yeah, that's one of the things that pissed me off about this, was that, like, you can't even do it until your servant told you. Oh, we might as well just check the nurses. like, you know,
Get rid of that one.
like show off what happens when you go to that one first. Not much of a change, if at all, really. So, like, where you were saying, thanks, Saber, I was basically saying to myself, thanks, Caster, could have told me that earlier.
Same thing as before. Same thing as before.
Okay. So, yeah, just quick travel up to first. What did we...
Second floor?
Okay, yeah, second floor.
Wait, what about these treasures?
Treasures?
I thought I was supposed to, like, take my time or something.
What?
You said something about, like, oh, go back, reload. Why?
Oh, because there's a scene you can only trigger after, like, undoing all of the sigils. I think.
Okay.
Okay, now head on over to the library.
Okay.
Right. Hopefully it will be there.
Oh, yeah,
Unless
they did say
it's, like,
he was...
very specific.
They did say he was skulking.
Library's on the second floor to your right.
They did say he was skulking around the library, didn't they?
Hmm.
You're new, aren't you?
Huh. Really? Is that specific?
Okay, so what do I gotta do now?
Well, you gotta reload your save.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just spell out my little notes to myself directly. You know, you already triggered the arena thing. Go to the nurse's office, break that seal, then go to the library. There should be a event that pops up. Then after that, go to the classroom and like finish removing all the seals. I didn't think there was something that missable. At least I don't remember that. Well, if this turns out to be correct and not some, you know, bad misnoting on my part, just make me all the glad that I usually try to scout out these games ahead of time to make sure we don't miss anything.
Alright.
But,
Oh.
I was right.
My, did he manage to do that to you? It seems your reputation is grossly inflated. What? I threw that fight on purpose. I thought I'd throw them a bone. My servant will blow them full of holes soon enough. Oh, how thoughtful of you. I take it the defeated look on your face is an act, then. You suck. The power of my rider's culverin is unrivaled. I can rip anyone to shreds in an instant. A culverin, you say? It certainly must be strong. Your precious embodiment of evil, that is. When it comes time for us to fight, it'll be too late to beg for mercy. Unfortunately, I don't believe we'll ever get the chance to face one another.
That might have given you more information if you hadn't like filled out your matrix already. Not too sure. But now you can go to the desk, undo the seal, and then finally make your way to the arena entrance. Yes, I don't believe I've forgotten anything. Oh, and as usual, like, you know, save before going in there.
Yes.
Like, I think that this would basically be training day, if you will.
Really? I thought I was going to have to fight him in there again.
Is he encounterable in there?
Well, he said something about how he'll be waiting for me.
I remember a certain event supposed to go down, but I think it's basically a free day. But yeah, save, and then check out floor 2. And let's see, is there anything of note? Okay. So the only thing of note important here is to make sure to like get all the treasure, because you know how Shinji said, "Guess he didn't get enough treasure."
Yeah.
That
indicates that they expect favorable results.
Yeah, that indicates that he's going to do something to all the treasure. So you should get it now while you can. Whereas, like, yeah, more or less like a slight hint towards that. And like, the only other thing is, like, take a look at the map. If a great race was to go down, where you had the race to the exit, think you'd be able to do it?
Possibly.
So it wouldn't be a bad idea to have the map in mind for various things.
So,
Other than that, there is nothing else. So, yeah, just like make your way down to the end of the level, and like I would just avoid fights if I were you.
I just want to kill these things. They give decent experience.
Yeah, but it'd be a waste of time. You know why?
Why?
Because this would actually be the perfect opportunity to have a save that you could load from, and because you can just go here and train, and you know that you're not missing much of anything.
Oh.
There's like nothing to do in the dungeon, you just got to literally train. So, you know, we'll just continue on, go like with the story, do training here off camera, and just like, you know, quickly run back up to where we would be story-wise. Which would be rather quickly because you should gain enough levels here to be able to just murderize anything. It may have potentially taken up a lot more time than usual. Of course, there is that problem to deal with. The fact that the enemies that don't have the fear of Saber are just going to straight up assault you. Yeah. But yeah, to finish up by saying, that's something I wanted to commission at an artist alley at Acon. Yeah, it's just that seems interesting. I mean, I don't care much for...
Rare, I am weary. I've reached the limits of my endurance. Really? You have? That's pretty amazing considering you're at...
We should return to...
Oh, shit.
You really missed that?
Yes.
Load the save.
Well, we'll catch you after the battle.
Alright. Huh, can you just spam skills?
Yes, I believe I might be able to.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I remember kind of being able to do that. So, yeah, you know, this battle ain't gonna matter.
Wow, I didn't know you could do this. This is nuts. Just keep doing it. Just murder the shit out of it.
Yeah, this is what I do with Caster. I had this one skill to where, if the opponent did a certain thing, it would stun them. Otherwise, it always canceled their action. And I believe it was a wind spell.
Okay, load save.
Yep, load save. Yep. It would be this wind spell, so whenever I use that, she gets elemental spells. If you cast this when they're trying to do this, that will, really hurt them. If you cast this when they do this, that'll really hurt them, whatever. The thing is, the skill in general always just kind of stunned them to where they couldn't do anything. So I figured there's only one way that things can backfire on me, and that's if they block. So I'll just cast the one skill that seriously hurts them if they block. And, many fights, when I could afford the MP, I would just spam that one skill, just back to back to back. Literally just stun locking the enemy so they couldn't do a thing to Caster.
I see.
And it was pretty fun. Unfortunately, because of how, you know, you're in not easy mode, that's not exactly going to be an option for you. Unless you just really do not care at the moment or near the end of the dungeon. It's I'm going to be leaving anyways.
I suppose.
You know, so it's you'll just be coming back to grind later anyways. Right. Okay. So, yeah. Wanted to commission that, and I don't care much for creepy bosses, but those were the ones that usually kind of stuck to my mind, sort of.
Right.
In terms of, named things. And, I think I may have heard, of some other creepypastas in the past, but I didn't really, I don't really know enough, I recognize a name, but I don't know enough to, recognize, what they would potentially look like.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So then maybe I can tell you.
Okay, but aren't you coming up to that point?
Oh, I am. You are correct, sir. Wasn't it after this guy?
Alright. Okay,
So,
well, yeah, tell me something.
Okay, yeah, I think it was 2010, 11 or 10. I worked as a secretary for a while.
Uh-huh.
And, because, whenever I wasn't doing any, actual work or anything, they just let me go on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I would go to game FAQs, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I would do is, I was on the, Supernatural board. See, I've read that before, but hold on.
Ah, Supernatural board. So, what are, battles of Dean should totally end up with Castiel?
Right here, I am weary. I have reached the limits of my endurance. I am weary. I have reached it. We should return to our room and take our ease as reward for our hard work.
Right. So I like that they at least have that, to where if it seems like there is nothing to do, that at least you'll get one little bit of dialogue from the character. If I remember correctly, Castor says something around this time that means nothing to me. But, like, on a replay through, it just has quite the implication. Like, one of those things where you would have to know.
I see.
Okay, but you would visit the Supernatural board, which is not a board dedicated to the show Supernatural.
No, just everything about creepy, scary stuff.
Really?
Horror.
Consider fairies to be creepy?
I'm thinking, is it Supernatural board? It was like, you go to like boards and like, you know, non-gaming. And there was like just, it was like near the bottom. And I believe it was like Supernatural and horror stuff. Like, it was like two different things.
Oh, okay, because like when I think Supernatural, I think Santa Claus should like count in there. Are you telling me that if I was to go on that board and start talking about Santa Claus, it's like someone would come in and it's like, boy, you better be talking about Krampus up in here, or you get on out with your non-scary.
Someone probably joked that, yeah. It's been a while, so I don't really remember it. I don't even go to game FAQs all that much more anymore. I don't post on boards anymore. I just lurk.
In the background, watching.
Yes.
Reading.
Yeah, basically. And like one of the things I would do, or one of the things I did, was I found this topic called creepypasta, and I did not know at the time what creepypasta was. This was my first introduction to it. I was only like, how old I was back then. I'm not even gonna do the math for it.
Okay.
Math. But and so I just read like creepypasta after creepypasta after creepypasta, and like they were pretty good considering that I was alone in the office. The only other person that was there was like my boss, and he left to go do something. It was snowy outside, like cold and icy and snowy. And I was in one of those buildings. It's like, you know, like how you got like, what is it? Oh, one of those buildings where like, you know, it's a bunch of different offices, just kind of like a maze-like pattern of each other. And like, you know, we had all the doors locked because we weren't expecting anyone to actually come in or anything. And like, basically it was just the door outside and the door to a big, rating anime info.
Yeah, too bad it ain't gonna stick.
Aww.
Remember, you're coming back here to train. You will know everything about these enemies by the next week that Fate comes up.
Ah. Huh. Is that a critical, or do we... No, we didn't exchange. I was just critical. And it's like, to my right was like a door that's like a big garage that we had. And we also rented out the office next to us that was my boss's office. And we had them connect to each other. So there's just this big empty garage and an empty office to my right. And, you know, the sheer cold of the outside. And, you know, no one around. No one around. So just go in?
Yeah. Just go in.
And so I'm just reading all this stuff by myself, and it was spooking me out pretty good.
You're alone in a cold building on a winter day. This is not like during night.
No, not night.
Yeah, so on a cold winter day when snow and white blanketed everywhere.
How's it going? Rider's master has become skittish around you. Whether you like it or not, only one day of the prep period remains to acquire triggers and train. Do your due diligence tomorrow, and you will thank yourself in the elimination battle.
Pretty simple, and you already know you have everything obtained. And what level is your servant right now?
Same level as me, right?
Yeah. What level are you
10?
at? Okay, and like it just basically said in top right hand corner, we recommend you be level 8 before you have the final battle.
Save?
No.
No?
Wait, let me think about that.
Well...
It doesn't matter too much.
Huh. Midday. So, tomorrow's the day of the elimination battle. Have you done everything you need to do? The enemy master is vacuous, but underestimating such a competent servant would be foolhardy.
Vacuous. I think that's the most fancy way of saying that someone is full of hot air.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, but we're around that time. Don't start talking up to people. I'd like for you to finish up your story.
No, that was pretty much it.
Oh, you just really spooked yourself on a cold winter morning, reading a cold winter day.
Oh,
stuff.
There is
like,
one other thing.
No.
Okay.
Okay, like just like don't save at all.
Ah, okay. There is one other thing.
Mhm.
I went to, I think it was a similar board there. Same board maybe. Though I think I also went to the dreams board to see stuff. There was like a sleep in dreams board. Yeah, I don't know why. And I talked about like how I would sometimes have these dreams of like very specific events. Like, oh, I'm sitting with my brother. He's sitting in a very specific position in a room, and we're watching this specific episode of a TV show. Like, very specific.
Mhm.
And then later on, the exact same thing would actually happen later. And my mom or my aunts would say, like, that they have had similar things happen with them, and they think it's hereditary. Like, we swear we can prophesy certain things. We can see visions. And when I brought that up on those boards, no one fucking believed me. Everyone said, yeah, it's just called deja vu. You just, think that it's called deja vu. I'm like, no, I'm not thinking it happened before. I remember having the dream while asleep.
Yes. I believe you, but that's because I'm the exact same way. My dad's the same way too, and you know what he calls it?
Huh.
Timestamp.
Huh.
We basically have timestamp dreams, and when they like occur, like in the future, it's just kind of like wham. Especially when you remember them. Like I swear I had a dream about a certain moment that would go down in Jack and Dexter, like a year before I even played the game. But
yeah,
a certain scene of
too.
like, enemies were firing at me and I was some weird creature crouched down and I did like a flip to the left or something like that. And then, what do you know, it actually happened one day. It was like, oh my god. Okay, it's not oh my god, because it's happened quite a bit to it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, so the dream stamp came true. And it's real funny how it just be these things, like a dream that's so specific, you would just forget it. And like at some point, it would happen in the future, and then like
You'd remember you had a dream about it.
Yeah. Mhm. But yeah, we always refer to it as like the timestamp.
No one ever believed me.
Right. So with that, we'll be pausing the episode here, and then we'll pick this up in the next episode.
See y'all later.